So there's something that I've developed to help people that are shifting into this model of AIO, a really simple framework to help guide you on how do I take AI generated content from tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, HyperWrite, content at scale, and how do I make that better, right? Because you don't just want to get in there and get to work, you want to know what you're doing. So the first step that is very natural, especially if you're a writer, is to cut the fluff. I've noticed that a lot of these tools, even the best ones out there, are still putting all these fluff words into the generated content, like furthermore, ensure, and all these words that you really don't want to have in a well-written blog. So that's the first step. Cut that fluff. Delete relentlessly. Be that red line editor. And the next step is to fact check. So one problem with ChatGPT and why I haven't really gotten behind it is the facts can be wildly off from the actual data. And tools that have been built on top of these GPT language generators, for example, content at scale, Jasper, can help you make that a little bit better, but you still want to fact check. You still want to go through all the facts, make sure that they're accurate. And then on top of that, how can you add links? How can you add links back to your products, your services, or an industry authority? And then you want to think about images. Do I need screenshots? Do I need to gather some visual data to really bring this post to life? What do I need to do when it comes to images? And then lastly, personal story. You gotta put some human elements in there. That's what will make this AI content really stand out. So if you need to interview the founder, if this comes from you, if you're that person behind the content, or maybe this comes from an outside source and you're getting some story, some quote, a piece of collateral from an expert, but make sure there's a human touch. So for example, one piece I was writing was what is SEO? And it was under my byline. So I talked a little bit about how I was 5 years old at the beginning of all of this. And my perspective, I didn't have much of a perspective as a 5-year-old. So that was a little bit of story that I was able to add to make that generated content a lot more human. So how can you do that with AI content? Ask yourself that. Talk to your team, get stories from them so you can put that into the content. So for more on AIO and all the things here, keep watching more videos.